Welcome back to the Daily Stack. Today, September 24th, 2025. This show is not financial advice. If it was, the US Treasury would already be calling you during dinner like a sketchy telemarketer. Hello, we noticed you have $42.19 in USDC. Congratulations, you are now the proud co-signer of the national debt. Press 1 to continue funding America. Press 2 to refinance Medicare. Today, we're digging into one of the big stories told three different ways. The US government is quietly reshaping stablecoins into its personal debt payoff machine, from Treasury rulebooks to Wall Street rollouts. Everything points to the same outcome. Stablecoins as shadow QE, a stealth way to recycle global demand into US Treasuries. Let's stack it.
Fingers on the keys, sniper on the screen. Bag full of E, pockets look at me. Bull flag forming, whispers in the breeze. Catch a pump, early money grows on trees.
The Treasury Stablecoin Rulebook. The US Treasury just opened the textbook on stablecoins. And page 1, it's already a plot twist. The new rules say, no more yield. On the surface, that sounds boring, like a law banning sprinkles on ice cream. Who cares? But boring is where the real power hides. Here's the trick. Stablecoins have to be backed one for one. Every digital dollar in circulation has to match up with a real asset sitting somewhere. In the old world, issuers like Circle or Tether had some wiggle room. They could collect interest, park money in slightly riskier places, or share some rewards back with you. Now, that yield is locked away. You don't get it. It's like being at a pizza party where the Treasury walks in and says, "You can keep the crust, we're taking all the cheese." So where does all the cheese go? Straight into Treasuries. Government IOUs, the safest, most boring bonds you'll ever buy. Picture stablecoin issuers like giant shop vacs. Every dollar that goes into USDC or USDT gets vacuumed up and deposited in short-term Treasury bills. Billions, maybe trillions soon. And that's not just safe backing, it's guaranteed demand for Uncle Sam's debt. So
America is trying to change the rules in the gold and cryptocurrency markets. Remember how much debt they have, $35 trillion. Essentially, these are two alternative segments to the global currency market. Washington's actions in this direction clearly demonstrate one of America's main objectives. They are very eager to solve the problem of declining trust in the dollar. The US, just as it did in the 1930s and 1970s, will solve its financial problems at the expense of the entire world, driving everyone where? Into the cryptocurrency cloud. Over time, when part of the US national debt is placed in stablecoins, the US will devalue that debt. Once again, in simple terms, right now they have a $35 trillion currency debt. They move it into crypto, into the cloud, devalue it, and start from scratch. This is for those who really love dealing with crypto.
when the rulebook says no yield, it's not about consumer protection, it's about debt protection. Every meme trader swapping into stablecoins just became a micro bond buyer. You think you're funding your next 100x coin? In reality, you're helping Uncle Sam refinance the mortgage on America. Next piece of the puzzle, Morgan Stanley is flipping the switch on E-Trade. Millions of retail accounts now get a shiny new buy crypto button. At first glance, that's bullish for adoption. Grandma can buy Bitcoin next to her S&P 500 ETFs. But zoom in, and this is less about adoption and more about funneling. Coinbase and Binance always made you work. New account, KYC, bank transfers. It felt like sneaking into a club with a fake ID. With E-Trade, you're already inside the casino. They just added a new table. Here's the kicker. You won't hold the keys. You'll press buy. Morgan Stanley will custody it. Regulators will see it, and the taxes will flow neatly. It's crypto in a suit and tie. But what does this tie back to debt? Because every time Wall Street corrals new users into regulated rails, it boosts stablecoin demand. More stablecoins means more treasuries. More treasuries means cheaper borrowing for Uncle Sam. So yeah, mainstream adoption, but adoption with training wheels, guardrails, and a toll booth. You think you're stacking sats? In reality, you're fueling the shadow QE, the atmospheric shift. Let's step back. 2 years ago, the vibe was completely different. It was crypto winter, SEC lawsuits, headlines screaming stablecoins are ticking time bombs. Politicians are wondering if they should ban them outright. Fast forward to today, the Treasury is writing legal framework that locks stablecoins into treasuries. Banks are quietly rolling out crypto to the masses. ETFs crack the door wide open for institutions, and the script just flipped. The hostility isn't here anymore. It's choreography. Think of crypto like a wild horse. At first, regulators tried to fence it out. Didn't work. They tried to scare it back into the forest. That didn't work either. Now they're saddling it, feeding it oats, and riding it straight into Washington's debt machine. Crypto didn't just win acceptance. It got absorbed. Shadow QE, the secret stablecoin plot. Here's the part where nobody says out loud. Stablecoins are basically wrapped treasuries. You hand over $1, the issuer buys a treasury bill. You hold a digital token, but behind the scene, Uncle Sam just got a little cheaper funding. Now scale it globally. In Argentina, they don't trust pesos. In Nigeria, the naira is sinking. In Turkey, inflation eats the lira alive. What do the people do? They flock to stablecoins. They think nothing about treasuries. They just want money that doesn't melt in their pocket. But behind the curtain, every USDC or USDT they hold is another treasury bill purchased by Circle or Tether. It's like America set up a lemonade stand in every country, and the thirsty people are refinancing the US national debt. That's Shadow QE. It's not the Fed hitting print. It's the world's crypto users unknowingly refinancing America's balance sheet with every transaction. And here's the genius. It doesn't require a vote from Congress. It doesn't need Powell to make a speech. It's automatic. Global demand for stablecoins becomes global demand for treasuries. Every meme coin pump, every DEX trade, every overseas remittance. It's all funneling back to the same pipe. Uncle Sam's bucket of debt. Connect the dots. So let's put it together. The Treasury rulebook strips yield and locks users into treasuries. Morgan Stanley normalizes access and funnels retail into the system. The broader vibe shift, now the government isn't trying to kill stablecoins. It's recruiting them. The narrative isn't crypto adoption. It's crypto's co-option. Stablecoins aren't destroying the old system. They're becoming its hidden power source. It's like watching the Death Star. At first, you think it's a threat to the Empire, and then you realize, oh no, the Empire is the one building it. And that brings us to the tip of the day. If you want to understand the future of crypto, stop looking at the coins and start looking at the pipes. Bitcoin is digital gold. Ethereum is the operating system. But stablecoins, they're the plumbing. And Washington just rerouted those pipes straight into their own water tank. Every USDC transfer, every Tether swap, every stablecoin remittance across the borders, it all flows back into treasuries. That's why the government isn't scared of stablecoins anymore. It loves them, because they're invisible tax collectors coded into the system. Only ever click the official hardware link in the episode description. Skip Discord promos, Twitter DMs, or meme giveaway hypes. Your keys remain sacred. So stack smart, stack daily, and I'll see you degens tomorrow.
Pigeon in the game, no cap, no shame. Chasing moonshots, dodging bears aim. Wallet full of digits, futures encrypted. Candles go green, my soul's uplifted. Hey!